Today, I am going to show you how to use the xTool multicolored screen printing kit. And I got this from xTool around about a month ago. I made a larger video showing the entire process, but I wanted to make a shorter, more simplified version. And if you're someone who's not really good with computers, maybe someone who hasn't done screen printing before, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to go through and pick out a design, laser it on, and get started. So let's have a look at a few designs. So these are some examples of some designs that I picked off from a royalty-free image website. Okay, so you can see here. Now the designs I find work best are these kind of line work designs. So it's almost like either white or dark color there. So it's really just two values. So I find when you're lasering that on, it takes out all the black bits. And so when you end up putting the ink on, it just floods into those darker areas. And though you can use all types of images as well, I find these work pretty well, even with the intricate details, as you can see. So here's a bunch of them. Again, just from royalty-free image websites. If you do have a normal image that you want to screen print, I suggest you convert them into another image, a simplified image first, which I'll show you how to do in the XCS software. But yeah, just thought I'd show you a few very quick images that you can quite easily get off from any sort of website, royalty-free websites, and get started with. I've selected an image that I thought would be perfect for lasering onto our screen and printing. It's pretty much a monochromatic image, as you can see, and it's basically got these black and white areas. So the laser is going to basically laser off all the black areas, leaving the white areas. So anything that appears black here, that's what is going to be sort of filled with ink. Okay, so put that right in the center here, and here are the settings, especially important. You just need to drop down on the right hand side there. You'll see processing. So I've selected screen preparation, and underneath here, material, it's already got the screen material that you just need to select. Now it's just a matter of marking the distance and marking the actual screen. So this here is the screen, and I've already set it up. It was pretty simple. All you have to do is basically put in the screen material. It comes with a bit of this cardboard behind there that helps you actually align up the screen perfectly. You take that bit of cardboard off afterwards, pop these 4 frames into the edges, and then you just tighten these areas on the side, and it's pretty much ready to go. All right, so here is the screen installed in the xTool S1. Put it in the top left-hand corner there. We're going to measure the distance now from the laser and the bit of screen. So all you have to do is just get that cross onto the screen, press this button, and you'll see that it will drop the pin. Come back up again. Fantastic. Now what we have to do is start marking out the area of the printing area. So all you have to do is click Start Marking. I'm going to select rectangle here because that's the sort of shape of the screen, and we're going to get the 2 areas, mark 2 areas on the top left hand corner of the rectangle and the bottom right hand corner of the rectangle. Okay, so with everything all marked out now here to the left hand side, what I'm going to do is just reflect the image vertically like that. That way when we actually screen print, the man here at the bottom is going to be in the right hand side. You can see here I've left a bit of space on the edges. I'll probably move this up a little bit more to the left, but there's a bit here to the top and the bottom there. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So I thought what I'd do as well is come up with a few other different designs that could be emblems or just little designs that you could print onto shirts, caps, bits and pieces. So these are smaller ones. There's a ladybird here. This is a moth, and this one you're actually able to change the dimensions of them. So this is 70 millimeters by 27 millimeters. The top one here, I've resized that to 26 millimeters long by 24 millimeters, and I've got this cool little nuclear logo that I thought I would change that around a little bit, add a circle around and come with a circle on the edges, and that's 50 by 50 millimeters. And I thought this would look cool with some glow-in-the-dark paint, and let's see how this turns out. I've used pretty much exactly the same settings. Alright, so here's the finished screen, and I'm really impressed at the level of detail that you get from this. I mean, look at that. All the tiny little details, even down the bottom here with that guy, and the medieval buildings in the background. And here are the little logos, small designs of the moth, and we've got that ladybird there, and also that nuclear sign. Again, just really great crisp cutouts. You can see you just need to align these two little marks up the top. I feed the shirt in with the collar side facing up like that. Okay, so all you do is just slide it into these top little areas like that. There is then these two clips here that you just tighten that, and from there you can actually adjust the top of this. So normally what I do is that I actually push it all the way, so just push it all the way down like this, okay, till it touches the shirt, and then on the side there is a knob here that you just tighten around the side, okay, and that will just hold it in place, ready for printing. In case you want to do multiple shirts and stuff, all you need to do is just need to lift it up like that, pull the shirt out, put a new one in, close it again, and it will all be lined up nicely. So let's have a go, and I'm going to pick black for this one just for maximum contrast on this white shirt. You want to put this on the top like this, okay, just in the areas around the top. Now I do imagine that there's going to be actually going to need a fair bit of this paint because the print itself has a lot of darker areas in it. So the first thing I'm going to do is just flood the screen. So with this tool that they give you, this little squeegee tool, I'm going to drag this across the surface first, just like that, in order to flood the screen, okay? And once you've done that, press down and drag to the base, okay? And look at that. Incredible. That's turned out perfectly. I'll pull this off and very carefully because I don't want it to get stuck together or anything like that. But I mean, the quality of that is incredible. Look at the little fine details. Look at that. I thought I'd do another shirt, but this time with one of the older designs that I made for a banner for my other channel and website. We'll flood the area first, so just a light sort of downward swipe like this, okay, and then one harder press to print, and there you have it. Absolutely perfect. The QR code shows up 100% as well. You know, I think that definitely flooding all the pores that are inside the screen is so important to do first. Lettering looks great. You can see the image as well. This new cool little design here. I've got some glow-in-the-dark paint that xTool have included as part of their multicolored screen printing kit. So we're going to give this stuff a go. I want to print it onto a black shirt. Don't go over too far on that side because otherwise I'm going to then print that other design on there, which I don't want. Okay. There we have it. Good. And then I'm going to press down fully to print. Not bad though. I did find the little corner of it hasn't exactly printed. Behind there's a bit of folded fabric, so you're really going to make sure that you keep it flat. Alright, so we're going to be trying out this silver paint, glitter silver, and I've been wanting to try this one out actually. Looks like an interesting colour, and we're going to be using this moth, I think it's a moth or butterfly design, and we're going to flood the screen, okay, just by lightly dragging the paint over like that, okay, and then we're going to press down fully. Okay, well, that looks pretty amazing. Okay, it turned out quite nicely actually. I mean, considering how small the design was, I thought not much of the details would show through. And yeah, it's got this kind of shimmering sort of color to it. So here we have all the different designs from today, and they've air dried to the touch. Look at that one, crisp lines. This is actually my absolute favorite. I mean, check that out. Look at the detail on that. Really unexpected, but when you're working with complex designs, and if you just max out that screen, just make it completely, you know, make the design fill the entire screen, the amount of detail that you can get is so amazing. See all the background buildings and, you know, the stone and bits of the building here to the right hand side, little guy here. This even looks like there's something going on back here, like a bit of a city, and there's people standing around. Yeah, the contrast is incredible. This one here with the butterfly, and it actually shimmers a lot more in person. Doesn't really pick up so well on camera. But a nice simple design. And then I've got this one here, and it actually looks better now that it's dried off. There was a bit of a crease that I printed over, but it seems to have evened out. It doesn't look like there's any issues now. Glow in the dark paint. Okay. Wow, look at that. That's really cool.